Hi, everyone. I'm just going to give it one more minute here to have other people join, and then we will get started. All right. Hello, thank you for joining our webinar today. We have a special guest with us from Children's Cancer Research Fund, and we will be going over the impact that our managed services has had on their team. So if you have questions along the way, please enter them in the Q&A chat. We will be answering all questions at the end of the webinar, and then I will also be sending out a webinar recording in case you wanted to revisit any of the information that we are sharing out today. So real quick, I wanted to introduce Redpath Consulting Group. Redpath has been amplifying mission-driven organizations for over 15 years. We have serviced over 400 clients and 1,000 projects, and we have a 4.95 out of 5 satisfaction rating, which really feels like it reflects our trust in our outcome-focused Salesforce solutions. And our US-based team holds over 200 certifications and over 150 years of combined experience. Beyond their technical expertise, we are passionate about aligning with our clients' missions and really prioritizing that true partnership to help drive those organizations forward. I'd like to take a minute to quickly introduce the two experts who will be guiding today's conversation. So first, we have Mae Kindler, who has been a Salesforce consultant with Redpath for 2 years and has spent 10 years in the CRM industry. She also holds 4 Salesforce certifications and ensures that you are always in good hands when working with her. Second, I'd like to introduce Stacey Neske. She is the operations manager with Children's Cancer Research Fund. Stacey has been working in the nonprofit industry for 10 years, leading gift processing and strategy enablement, and has been a driving force between our partnership, bringing those invaluable insights and perspectives to the table. So with that, I would like to turn it over to Stacey to introduce her work with Children's Cancer Research Fund.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. It's great to be here today. At Children's Cancer Research Fund, we have a vision to eradicate childhood cancer by selecting and funding transformative research to deliver true breakthroughs for children with cancer. You may have heard of us through the movie Clouds on Disney+, which depicts Zach Sobiek's battle with osteosarcoma in 2013. His memorial fund, the Zach Sobiek Osteosarcoma Fund, has raised over $3 million here at CCRF. We're also the beneficiary and partner of a peer-to-peer bicycle event in September called the Great Cycle Challenge, and 2024 marks a decade of running that successful event. We specialize in pediatric oncology research by focusing on 4 core funding priorities: hard-to-treat diseases, survivorship, disparities, and emerging scientists. In 2021, we had just moved from a CRM that we were fairly comfortable with called Razor's Edge and had finished our migration to Salesforce, but we were struggling to understand how it worked. We were using a system where there was maybe 1 or 2 ways to do something to a system in Salesforce that had practically infinite possibilities. I remember when we learned that we were moving from gifts to opportunities with payments, I thought, you're going to have to give me a second for that to sink in. We not only wanted to learn and deeply understand the basics, but we wanted to build new systems and capabilities in our CRM for our operations and other departments. But learning while doing was taking so long. We needed to find a partner that could accelerate our learning, and we met Redpath at Midwest Streaming and began a contract.
Thank you for sharing, Stacey. I think it's always valuable to learn what prompts an organization to seek a partnership. And as part of our managed services, Redpath offers strategic support services that offer flexible Salesforce support to meet a variety of needs and budgets. So this option gives you access to our team of Salesforce certified professionals like myself to provide support, strategic counsel, and development when you need it. With our strategic support services, we offer dedicated support hours each week based on a customized plan built off of the level of support you need. In addition, our team of consultants, developers, and specialists are billed at the same rate, so your costs are going to always be transparent. Redpath began working with CCRF in the fall of 2022 with our Path to Success offering. Although I was not directly involved with the Path to Success for CCRF, it is definitely apparent that this was a foundational piece for understanding the challenges they were facing.
Yeah, Path to Success was great because the consultants talked with all of our power users and shared what was possible with a system like NPSP. I think this helped a lot with our adoption. Working with the consultants was great because we could ask them anything and they would help us.
Using what was learned through the Path to Success was a strategic method for gauging appropriate solutions and a plan of action for providing ongoing structured support to the CCRF team. I really think the fact that the CCRF team is comfortable asking questions and willing to dig deep with Redpath has resulted in many fruitful discussions to work towards solutions that are the best fit for their needs. This allowed our team to understand CCRF's challenges and create a plan of action to move forward. So that ultimately led into a strategic support agreement. Through our current strategic support engagement, we have implemented an agile process that includes focused sprints to help us plan our priority requests and prepare for unexpected or unplanned items that may arise. Connecting through weekly stand-ups definitely ensures that we are actively discussing and making progress on plan requests, and we can certainly adjust as needed. Furthermore, utilizing email communication and chatter posts in between stand-ups ensures ongoing conversations and accountability on both sides. So as we kind of dive into the solutions and ongoing work, a few highlights here. Working together, we developed tailored training sessions and documentation to help provide sustainability and longevity in CCRF Salesforce org.
We held a few sessions each week where we could select a topic and they would create documentation, walk us through the process, let us ask questions, and helped us brainstorm and also offer suggestions to issues we were having, things like matching gifts and pledge payments.
We identified a data review process that allowed us to address issues related to topics like data skew and formatting. We also utilize methods for reviewing CCRF's data storage through the implementation of reports and dashboards for at-a-glance views, which helped us to determine what action to take.
Solutions were offered for things we didn't even realize were problems, like this data skew issue Mae mentioned. We reassigned record owners in our org to avoid slowing down our system unnecessarily. They also helped us learn new tools like Apsona and Data Loader, and we developed a system to import large amounts of data into Salesforce from an external vendor, something we really didn't have the time or resources to explore.
And last but certainly not least, bringing together the features of Marketing Cloud and Salesforce Flows provided CCRF with the tools needed for a variety of targeted email campaigns.
Prior to implementing these automations, we didn't know if we could trust the complex email house files and other Salesforce data.
So through all of this, there are always, certainly through a partnership, plenty of results and lessons learned that we're able to reflect on. As a consultant, I have found the agile process to help me personally stay focused on CCRF's top priorities, yet remain flexible to shift as needed. This process has also helped set the pace for requests that makes it possible to set approachable goals together. Having structured sprints allows us to not only easily track the work that needs to be completed, but we can take the time to reflect on the progress of that work and the accomplishments along the way. It enforces, in a good way for sure, detailed documentation of any solution discovery, questions along the way, deployment considerations, and a final resolution summary. The relationship that CCRF and Redpath have cultivated together truly provides a level of comfort that empowers us to have deeper discussions and tackle the hard work together. The CCRF team is not shy when it comes to asking questions, and obviously we love that, and seeking additional support on Salesforce admin tasks, new features, and updating processes. And we work together to ensure the appropriate training and documentation is provided to their users. We learned that as an organization, CCRF is wide-reaching in their efforts, and their mission touches all corners of the world. So as such, they definitely have a robust Salesforce org comprised of many different data points that need to collectively work together without overloading or bogging down their system. Together, we have found the tools and methods that are the best fit for CCRF to manage their data, operations, and donor strategies, which is definitely crucial to ensuring their different departments have what they need to accomplish their goals.
We were hungry for resources and just not finding digestible information. The consultants connected with us as people and adopted our style and our vocabulary. Redpath helped empower us to own our own system and help us shape it best to serve our mission.
One thing I love about being a Salesforce consultant specifically at Redpath is knowing I have that entire team of consultants, developers, specialists to be able to collaborate with when it comes to client work. It is very important to me that I am transparent with CCRF and all clients when I may not have specific knowledge to tackle a specialized request, or when I'm building out a new automation, for example, that could certainly use an architect's set of eyes for technical review. Our collaborative team mindset is a true strength of our company, and we definitely feel this brings great value to our work in supporting clients. And with that, I want to kick it back over to Caitlin to help close us out.
Thank you, guys. It's always really exciting seeing just like how some of the work that we are doing impacts you specifically, Stacey, and your team, but also just like the entire mission of the organization and driving that forward. It's always really fun to see. So that was what we had planned for today. Does anyone have any questions? I will be monitoring the Q&A just to see if anything comes in. All right. Well, with that, I think we can go ahead and close it out. I want to say thank you again to Stacey and Mae for coming in today to present. And thank you all for attending this webinar. Like I mentioned earlier, we will be sending out a recording so you can review this information again. Thanks and have a great day.